And then a year later, Kansas joined the Union. The American flag went to 34 stars. This is the Confederate national flag. That's the Confederate battle flag. People call the rebel flag. And there's some important people here. This is Grant, General Grant. Towards the end of the Civil War, he gained the 3rd star. He was our 18th president. He's on your $50 bill. This is Robert E. Lee. He was in charge, the head general for the Confederate Army. And April 9th, 1865, he surrendered to Grant. And the guy who took the white flag from Robert E. Lee is right here, George Custard. He was an Indian fighter. And unfortunately, he died June 25th, 1876, fighting the Lakota and Cheyenne warriors. That's his grave in the middle there, the black tombstone. He was in charge of the 7th Cavalry. He had about 600 men under him. He's supposed to go up there and just scope everything out and wait for reinforcements, but he was the kind of general, wanted to do everything his own way, and he decided to attack. He didn't realize there was over 2,500 warriors, right? And less than 3 hours, he got all his men killed but one that he sent for to get help, but it was too late. As you can see, there's no place there to hide, so he told his soldiers to make circles with their horses and kill the horses and hide behind the horses. But the Indians just jumped right over the horses with their horses, and they actually had the fastest shooting gun, the most modern gun that was ever made, the Spencer repeating rifle. And the way they got that gun, it holds 8 shells in the back of the magazine in the stock and 1 in the chamber, 9 shots. The way they got that gun is 5 months before he got there, they ambushed the 5th Cavalry wagon train and got all the weapons that they were delivering, to the fort. That's how the Indians got it. So that'll fire as fast as you could go like this with the lever. That was like the machine gun back then. Wow. A repeating rifle compared to a black powder, gun, it's like 200% difference. Okay, this is the gun they had there, George Custard, and that was issued to the men of the 7th Cavalry, and that was made in, Illinois there, Springfield Armory. And the caliber, 45-70. Look at the size of that shell. That would kill an elephant. Okay, the downfall with that is there's no magazine. It would only shoot 1 bullet at a time. You got to pull the cocking handle back, open up the trapdoor, put the 1 bullet in, close the trapdoor, aim it and shoot it. And I'd say by the time they could put another bullet in there, if they weren't on their horse, at least 10 to 15 seconds. If you're on your horse, you got to use both hands to load the gun. So, probably take 30 seconds almost. So the Indians had a big advantage, back then. Okay, this guy here, Abraham Lincoln, and he was our 16th president, and he's on your $5 bill. Unfortunately, April 14th, 1865, 10 o'clock at night at the Ford Theater, he was watching a show with his wife, Mary Ann, and a bad guy snuck up on a booth. And his name was John Booth, and shot Lincoln on the right side of his head and back of his ear with a .44 caliber Henry Derringer. And let me show you something special. This is as close as you get to the gun that killed Lincoln. I bought this last year from another museum. I paid $4,000 for it. It was made in the same place, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, wow. Henry Derringer. And this is what the ball looked like wow. The one that went into his head. He died the next day, April 15th. So I was real lucky to get this. And these guns are about 160 years old. They're all supposed to work. And one day we'd like to make a video of shooting a few of these. But I'm too important for that to happen. It could blow up in your face. So I already offered Justin $75. and did you guys see the bomb suit? I told him he could wear the bomb suit.
Oh, that's nice.
It'd only take a few seconds, shoot the gun, boom, $75, take the bomb suit off and go shopping. But he's still thinking about it. Yeah. All right. But, we need Justin, too.